Need a real-life example of why freemium models can be a big problem? Check out the mess facing Docker and developers using it. On October 28, 2020, the Register website ran a story written by Tim Anderson. The title, Ready for Pull Rate Limits? Docker outlines next chapter as Google tells customers how to dodge subscriptions. Anderson records at the top of his story a report of a first attempt to limit what used to be a free offer, pull rates by Docker. What does Docker offer? Docker offers so-called containers. Containers have become an enormously popular tool for developers. More big organizations are going the route of developing custom applications. The core need is for applications designed to specifically address the unique needs of an organization, hence the trend towards custom software development, and so they need more developers working in-house. Traditional development approaches, requiring dedicated workstations running Unix, then Linux, were first disrupted by virtual machines. And what is a virtual machine? The previous slide just explained what a virtual machine is. It's a computer file, typically called an image, that behaves like an actual computer. In other words, creating a computer within a computer. It runs in a window, much like any other program, giving the end user the same experience on a virtual machine as they would have on the host operating system itself. Why buy another piece of iron, a physical computer, when you can run, as the editors of Microsoft Azure called it, quote, a computer within a computer, end of quote. Virtual machines, VMs, have saved the big organizations with dedicated in-house teams of software developers lots of money. Containers, also known as Kubernetes or microservices, developed, and the term Kubernetes was developed at Google but then open sourced, are like VMs on steroids, at least from the perspective of those in-house software developers mentioned above. Kubernetes, at least according to no less an authority than the Stack Overflow blog, have become the third most popular development platform. And in the slide just shown, the takeaway, at the time of this article, and this was written in May 29, 2020, Kubernetes is about 6 years old, and over the last 2 years, it has risen in popularity to consistently be one of the most loved platforms. This year, it comes in as the number 3 most loved platform. If you haven't heard about Kubernetes, it's a platform that ... Why is it so well liked? Because they do everything VMs do, but with a substantially lower demand on system resources. If applications run on far lower sets of resources, the demand for IaaS, infrastructure as a service, or even worse, on-premises data center infrastructure, goes down dramatically, once again translating into cost savings. Docker was the first company to offer a branded version of Kubernetes. The Docker management team subscribed to the freemium business model and offered a very robust free sign-up offer. Now Docker has been sold to Mirantis and is run by new management. This team is making the same mistake every other business subscribing to a freemium model has made. They are trying to reduce the features of the free offer while, at the same time, they are trying to charge for these same once free features. Yuck. There's a reason why the old adage went, quote, you can always lower prices, but you almost never can raise prices, end of quote. Unfortunately, management at Docker has failed to get this message and is about to lose free customers in droves to Amazon AWS and Google Cloud. I mentioned Google Cloud above. Here is a story on the topic of what Amazon AWS is looking to gain from Docker's blunder. Docker investors must be hoping management saw this one coming. If they are wrong, there will be a lot of pain. As Tom Kravitz points out in a story run on the Protocol website on November 6, 2020, the double whammy about Docker's pivot to a paid business model with a reduced set of freemium features is the hit developers who build solutions on the free Docker offer are now set to face. And the highlight there is, if your product isn't profitable, you built it on Docker's free offer, you either need to pony up the fees for a paid subscription or cross your fingers you can keep the lights on waiting for Amazon or Google's offer. Not good is a likely understatement. And I've written and talked about this before. The whole notion of freemium, the only reason why freemium makes sense, especially from the venture capital perspective, is to take a massive amount of market share. And can a credible argument be made that the developer portion of the enterprise software market represents that massive impact, huge market share available for capture with a freemium model? In my opinion, it doesn't. In my opinion, it is effectively a niche market. My name is Ira Michael Blonder. I'm the CEO and founder of IMB Enterprises, Inc. We are an advisory firm. We work with C-suite and early stage enterprise software businesses. If you are thinking about, quote, going freemium, end of quote, we have some real life experience you can use to save yourself a whole, quote, lot of pain, end of quote. Short phone calls are always free. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have something to discuss. My telephone number is 631-673-2929. Please visit our website, https://www.imbenterprises.com. Please also check out my personal Twitter page, @MikeTheBebop. Speak with you tomorrow.